Listen to Salesian News podcast on www.anchor.fm/Boscom. Get weekly summaries of Salesian news from Don Bosco's family in Asia Oceania, comprising of priests, brothers, sisters, cooperators, and alumni. I am your host, RJ Brian of Radio Salesian 90.8 FM from Salesian College, Sonada, Shillong. Be sure to hear me on Salesian News podcast on www.anchor.fm/Boscom. Listen anytime, from anywhere.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. I am Deepika Lingdo, bringing to you the news and events of Meghalaya. Here are the headlines for today. Shillong NPP's office construction work in process. The Honorable Governor Shri Satyapal Malik had a series of meetings with officers of the state government. No outsiders' interference is welcomed, Deputy Chief Minister. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma to include issues of persons with disabilities in the new youth policy of the state. And Meghalaya legislator and Congress opposition member Himalaya M. Shangpyang says all facilities available for persons with disabilities should be made public. And now the news in detail. The National People's Party, with its headquarters in Shillong, today the 3rd December, started its construction for the building of its office near the office of the BJP opposite BSNL office in Polo. Present on the occasion was Shri Conrad K. Sangma, the Chief Minister, Father John Madur, the Diocesan Administrator of Shillong Archdiocese, and other party members. Quoting from the FB handles of Shri Conrad Sangma, the Chief Minister wrote, "Laid the first stone to the construction of the NPP Shillong building this morning with party workers of National People's Party, thanked Father John Madur, Diocesan Administrator Shillong Archdiocese for blessing this milestone."
Thank you.
The Honorable Governor of Meghalaya, Shri Satyapal Malik, had a series of meetings with officers of the state government on 2nd and 3rd December 2020 to review the performance of central schemes and Prime Minister's flagship schemes and programs in Garo Hills. In a meeting held with Commissioner of Division and all Deputy Commissioners of Garo Hills, he reviewed important developmental schemes on 2nd December 2020 through video conference. The performance of the 5 Garo Hills district and programs such as MGNREGA, PMAY, NHM, PMJAY, MHIS, SSA, PM, Jan Dhan Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sarak Yojana was extensively reviewed. He also reviewed the law and order situation in Garo Hills with DIG Western Range and Commissioner of Division. On 3rd December 2020, Honorable Governor reviewed the functioning of the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council with Administrator Dr. Vijay Kumar D and others. The construction of Governor House in Tura was also reviewed. Today in the press conference, Cabinet Minister James Sangma, who is also in charge of Power Department, said that the government is here to answer and clarify certain doubts that the people had on different issues. Speaking to the media, he urged the public in the state not to pay heed to any false allegations charged by any petty minister.
We as a government remain committed to accountability and transparency. We believe that the only duty that we have and ever had as a government is to serve people. A simple indicator of the current government's success is shown by the fact that the state has been witnessing reduced power cuts ever since the NPP-led government came to power in 2018. We aspire to bring it to zero power cuts. And so far, we have been successful this year. While this was a routine drill during the previous governments, where power cuts for months at a stretch during winters was normal, we stay committed to ensuring every student studies not in the light of candles but under uninterrupted power. We wish all the students the best for their upcoming examinations. In consonance with the beliefs of the MDA government in accountability, we think that the issuing of this public clarity is timely. It is also time to set the record straight and to put a stop to any baseless allegations arising from any form of petty politicking. Since we are here to serve and answer to the people of Meghalaya by bringing to their attention the matters that impact their life concerning the Power Department.
The Deputy Chief Minister said, the state government will not allow anyone to interfere with the state's affair, especially when it involves the implementation of ILP. Speaking to the media fraternity, he said that it's unwise to poke into other states' affairs, reiterating the fact that the state government knows its own responsibility towards its people in the quest for ILP implementation in Meghalaya. At the same time, he condemned any interference from outside the state, stating that it is none of any outsider's business.
Dari itu MLA betul-betul budawan itu usia, memang itu MLA juga Kongres nak punya. Bila ada day kita jumpa Kongres, maka ini akan ada explanation. Nah, kapati Kongres. Yang pan ke explanation kapati Kongres, maka hak itu kor pas mau hingga resolution dia pas lah. Ini nak masuk. Dia mentala ada MLA nak ko Kongres, badai nak asam, one kren, hatu ada di Shillong selama MLA. Dan ini baru leader Muslim ke Kongres, banyak parti Kongres Meghalaya ni. Ini kita di vested interest present. Di bangai di social media, di bagi spread ke semua. Kalau kebom kita nak, nak ada nasional sisi no statement, no semua refrain dengan long diberi to long responsible. Lagi on dikasih belong tribal lagi non tribal. Nampak ni yang ni apa berjalan saya ini. Right from the time immemorial, kebangin pabio ay kailangan. Ni iman, but pinang tribal. Mo ba tangi tribal? Nabu kat popular haduk mentang niya inlang, niya trailang, niya yadang, niya kilang kumiru de kecil niya trailang. Kerana yang bila dah mentang dia pemikah itu bijak, ini news juga kan. Tapi social media, nak try kabung internet, nak kabung long, kalau so irresponsible. Namar bang nai mat di don batok na badai banyak entah uran batai muku apa tu kelenti abang ini betul men ngopi buat ia ini bagai di kuat penting lang ya barok de piong katuga jinji ako ismati la ne hamong mulu la piong tu baji ako ke motor de ka government ka don hame lang taban protect iba la piong di tribal la di non tribal ni protect lang ya bro, but ni penting na pakai dress yang tuwe kan long kapapit.
Along with the rest of the world, Meghalaya today observed the International Day of Persons with Disabilities 2020 in a most befitting manner at the function held at Yojana Bhavan in the main secretariat in Shillong, where successful persons with disabilities were facilitated. Speaking on the occasion, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma informed the gathering that the state government will come up with a unique youth policy in which the issues relating to problems of persons with disabilities will be incorporated. The Chief Minister also sought suggestions from everyone to be incorporated in the youth policy where the state government will be in a position to improve the lives of persons with disabilities. While expressing deep appreciation to the two successful persons with disabilities, Conrad K. Sangma said these persons could shine in their lives because of their positive mindset. He urged others to emulate them by having the positive mindset in order to overcome their challenges.
Important day. And we celebrate the International Day for Persons with Disability. And I think there are many aspects. We as citizens, as political leaders, as officials, government, society as a whole, and as individuals with persons with disability, need to look back and reflect into many aspects of what has gone into creating different aspects and different opportunities for people with disability, and look back and review to some extent what maybe we have done good and maybe a lot of things that we still need to do. These small aspects of ensuring that policies are implemented in the right way is something that government needs to do. Individuals, as I said, people with disability, it is the mindset that is the most important aspect. And that is the reason why I told you that yes, there will be challenges, and I love the videos that have been made, I love the songs that have been made. They are so positive in nature, they are so inspiring, and I'm sure that it will inspire all our friends with disability, and it's inspired me a lot. And that's the reason why I had this long speech, but I'm not reading this speech because I just feel like speaking from my heart about this. That all of you need to look at this and say, well, I'm going to take up this challenge and I'll do what I have to do. And I'm not going to let others tell me that I can't do it. And it starts with that. The greatest problem with all of us, in fact, not just persons with disability, all of us, we let others tell us that we can't do it. And I think that's where everything goes wrong. The society is great at doing this, There's a saddest part. So let people not tell you that you can't do it. Or let them say it, but just let it not affect you. That is a great beginning that you can make. And I would like to urge all our friends with disability to have that mindset and to work with that mindset.
Meghalaya Minister for Social Welfare, Shillong, informed that the Act relating to persons with disabilities is to have numerous provisions to protect their rights. He also said that the state government is also implementing the various schemes of the state government and that of the government of India, such as scholarship and training, so that persons with disabilities could enhance their skills.
The Act is very comprehensive in nature with broader outlook and reach, including the government as well as private establishment. High support in terms of participation in all areas of life, including education, employment, family and community life, treatment and therapy, educational and vocational training extra. There are 21 disabilities in all new Act, and the Act is rights-based approach where it is incumbent on all stakeholders to comply with the various sections of the Act. There are many schemes and programs offered by the Ministry which are directly aimed for the upliftment, rehabilitation and empowerment of persons with disabilities so as to encourage them to lead a life of independence, hope and fulfillment. In Meghalaya, several schemes are implemented for the person with disabilities through the social welfare and other allied departments, namely scholarship schemes, book grants, uniform grants, conveyance allowance, unemployment allowance at ₹1,000 per month, provision for aids and appliance, vocational training, token relief grants at 5,000, transportation subsidies under Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Chief Minister Social Assistant Person schemes at 500 per month, the meritorious scholarship, rehabilitation service, grant aids to voluntary organization, loans under NHFDC, and several others.
The day was marked with felicitation of 2 persons with disabilities, release of the second edition of the Meghalaya Sign Bank app, releasing of 2 videos, unveiling of state disability logo and live rendition of Unstoppable.
And Shri Ellington Ndo. I am 40% hearing impaired, and I have completed my bachelor degree in electrical and electronics engineering from Satyabama University in Chennai, and I am presently working as a graduate apprentice at Power Grid Corporation of India Limited at Cleariat Substation, Meghalaya. it was in 2009 that I got this hearing problem, and it became worse in the year 2014. Since then, I got my disability certificate from Civil Hospital Shillong, which helped me to get a full scholarship admission in Satyabama University in Chennai. It is with the help of God that I became who I am today, and I am so grateful for Him for helping me in every ways.
Meghalaya legislator and Congress opposition member Himalaya M. Shangpliang today said the Department of Social Welfare should make public all the facilities that are available for persons with disabilities in the state. Speaking to the media on the problems faced by the persons with disabilities, Shangpliang said that the state government of Meghalaya is implementing various schemes from the state government side as well as from the centre. These facilities should be made known to the public through advertisements in the print and electronic media, Shangpliang said, adding that there are bank loans and scholarships that are available for persons with disabilities and people should be made aware of them. He also said that the government should implement the job quota as per the Persons with Disability Act.
Ai daka hukum lan ka order ka perking ya ki department baro hibadan hapo ka sarkar ba ita ilai persen bala mang bala bo reservation ya benta kini ki parlok hibadan jingduna khotnat day ban pelong ya ka ba day ban implement ya ka ladap hidon spotally ki post haka office jongpi lightly ki deban late shakini ki parlok hibadan jingduna khotnat kata ka de ka standing order on data na ka state and ka center bro hoi ka hapo ka bro hoi Ndre ngikwa bang inyui ba kini yakum katakaan deban penjari ba deban pelongkam. Nalor kata kidan bon kiwe ki skim ki bang idon kam bang in yarap yakum kini ki perlok ban don jingda khmet. Imda kwa ki ba kindawan ban tiet ka jingkam juni. Bor ngijui ki ba ki yat procession ki yat keleng sodong to kila lej ra la ki plakat balai tang ban penken mau ka sarkar ba pej ngiru ngidon ka hok ti kata ka hok jong kini paralok kamot ngidei bangin kenmau bat ngidei bangin le ya ka bade bende damar kata nga kentu ya ka sarkar ka juk kopor ba kan pej benia kerpang ngamban sing ngan ong kerpang namar balai ba kini kidei ki parlok ki ba kerpang den namar kata ka daw ngidon kam ya ki ba kin wan ban join ya ka mainstream bat ngi ngilong ki normal persons ngi kwa ikiro bakin long normal kung balong mangamat mpi tena mar kata ngi kentu ka sarkaro bahkan ai kum kata ka treatment ya kini ki perlok ki wadona jingduna khotmet.
An organization of prominent personalities of Hinyotrep community named Kasur Upadba Kabri Hinyotrep today impressed on the Rajya Sabha member Dr. W.R. Kharluki on the need to resolve the long pending border issues between Meghalaya and Assam. Leaders of Kasur Upadba Kabri Hinyotrep, who interacted with Kharluki at the National People's Party office at Lachmere in Shillong, impressed on the Rajya Sabha member on the need of new legislation for the protection, promotion, safeguarding the tribal identity, socio-political including economic empowerment of the indigenous people of the state. Speaking to the media after the meeting with Dr. W.R. Karluki, the secretary of Kasuru Pajba Kabri Nyautrep, Eugene Star Kurkalang said his organization would like to ask him to impress on the government of India on the urgent need to pass an official resolution in the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly to constitute a special boundary commission to resolve the boundary disputes. He also reiterated that the organization would like to demand for inclusion of Khasi language in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. Kurkalang also said that the government of India should implement the inner line permit through a notification under the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation, as the official government resolution was passed by the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly. Kurkalang also said that there is an urgent need for the government to pass a resolution in the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly to amend the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe Act 1976 to ensure that only the indigenous tribes of the state are listed in the Meghalaya list.
Kibadan ekonomi kemat ledik bomdon kan mikmar kumcu bat kumcu upai bak solan sar ka sur jong jalan khaliahi kanwan baik dak wei ka sur haba Meghalaya kalong ba nginyo ya ILP bat ka tin kasi jungi kanrong hapo ki ichiru bat uput usam hapo ka jalak jungi kadai banlong ba syongsuk syongsain bat kalong ba bet ke berhenti kat kumbalamang no manin kong bat ki pateng jungi ru kalong syongsuk syongsain kata kadai kaba ngisgo yo mesim hadu kata-kata leng baka jingi pelu cimut bat meeting batang si bat diner ni bat leng baka ni hiru ka jingi kren batas ni ngisyo mesim bat ngira yai tre bat ni himilenti ba kiwei parude ki kenhon ki baper kemdai bendan kono do jingi sngo kemdai bendan kono jingi per brat chadi ni jingi sngo jingi per baro bat ai baka ni kathong ka isu jong chai bru kanwan hakmat tikani kadik ba ni persgo siki madakasi bat kene kamdai kamni skauktin kamdai ni suruh apa ni Shillong kum ni marchan hari kami hi nak mesim kami hi ni kecing keren mene kecing ai cimberlang hi borong lang solan san marba lara kum kecai bidung ngim teli matakati lanu pat ini teli kata kadai kabing hak ban bu ya jikli wei pa wei nong susino wei pa wei kunuk seu juga beri nyutrak lada hayi lada halangkha lada hacing trai lada hangdo no pingidon yo kopor simne ngitusan nam dak cik di jong kecai beriu pat hang ta kathong kabing angnut kan sawan sasi sempat
don kanu bersitong benle dadang idon kajinya teli bat ngadak sung tanah ai ban ya kendo ega ni seng jong sur jong baiba ka bangila mi sibon ki idea pedeng jongi bat nang ni sakmat yin ya dakata ka kol ke jongi ka ba kumno gile ban ya dai gari ba ga jebri ba jongi hoj ka ILP philai ngingila along all out ka government jongi kala pass resolution jong ILP ila pas guru sudan persaya ka CAA bat ikersan hi bat kat bangila ban wanra ya ka kemenang ka ketim khasi haga ichilul kata gade ka banga sekular hi man ka por gade ka gol ka jonga kum MP ngan wanra hagi forum ki ba ayu dai ka bang sultanat mane bangi kendo iki kelong hakta ka jingi phlew jimut ilap kilat kileti ki ba menta nyinung pat ong e fikum no ada ngilap kilat kilenti ki bangila banle na banta ke jaj ban riu jong la nang nya tali ki mane ko we resolution ndai ka resolution ka banga Shillong bat ki kade kata ba nakwa ba ka we ka meeting bangini som bangini don lang barok krui ting sipai ke nya kata ya kata te nga kum politician ngamla bon ong namar ba la danga sim mga kemut ngathai kanum long ngas sania haki hagane ka seng ka jongki bakin lumlang ya kata bak ndai tang kata political parties kila itali borok ini itali gum kata riu bon ki ai mo ki bang yang keren ke ba hikum kata riu mila banle wala yim la banle lai liu ha tan bo kita gitu strategi jongi mo te ngaru man persangi bang India keren lang ni bak sarkar hang te nang tambe tang kata dan pensengau wat situ ke MP no ki bom dai naga than jongi gini katai lekini ki isu bi jongi dengan ngadang arbana yang don nang te ngathai le fi ailat terus na thai hila benle ai ke sagawe kumun ong phoi kita ka jing perkhat breu jongi thai ngathai ji wo blei bungi sikri ulau bi sisa nu eno ayangi ngathai ni yo ai ben chi bi ko gol bi jongi tambo mentang idang susdal mon fingadang arbai session ro menang yo aten tang ketu ko ot taking jongahi dengan trying expect negala kini ko perthai gala long normal pun ki ye yo benle na ta Kita kawai ka bang skot na ka long ba nang ong ki mene ba. Ni menta ni don Delhi ye try lang. Ma pala do kongres ngade MPP ye try lang. Ka akatha kan don ran ka bani kum lai MP ni le ta kawai ka sur na menta ka riba ka jajon ri jong. In klet ye kata ka politics ki jong. Ni le ta kawai ka sur sano bagi ye le ran ka.
As part of its efforts to make ILP a reality in the state, the COMSO on Thursday met with the MP of the Rajya Sabha to urge upon him to take up the issue of the ILP with the central government on behalf of the state. The MP has assured the COMSO that he would write to the Honourable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to place before him the voice of the people of the state. Speaking to the media, Shri Robert Karjarin, the leader of COMSO, said that there is no obstacle preventing the state from obtaining ILP should the centre desire to do so.
But mat ka bang nilai keren hi ka di pangka CE but ka ILP. Di ngansu yathu api bah ka lai phau tarik jong panai baladet panai November. Na kalian jong COMSO ni lapha ka city sha Prime Minister jong kari India. But kumjuru sha Home Minister jong kari India. But hakani ka city ni la dawa ba ka sarkar India ka di ban burom ya ka resolution jong ka Meghalaya Legislative Assembly buat kadiban pentrikam ya ka ILP haka jala Meghalaya kumba kala pentrikam ya ka wei ka kumba kala pentrikam hasau tali ki jala jong North East di ngisung thu sai ba la da ka ILP ka trikam borok ka wei ka CE kam nam trikam hang ta ka jala pi kumba kapau na borok ki seng phalang le si like no wei ar i ba klebat penpau but na borok ki polkar parti ki ba don hamas kuliah kumba pipik haka assembly haka dorbar assembly ki penpau ba ki kersan ya ka ILP di la defin page ya ka public support defin page ki social media ba kuai keleng ki bun ki ba majority ki support ya ILP no kato ka ne ki basngo ba kan kata terus sim hari ko mangila persen nang support ba kan kata la no kato ka ne ki basngo ba la trikam ka ILP ngin salong sa isolate mo di lag no kita kiniru omdi bagi percaya ILP re ki susngo wi ta ijing sakta den ringi iba ya kita na address la ban sembaj di hot ada kadon kata kajing kenduk lu kabiang hari ledom kenduk lu kabiang ini nomor bangila ya barok ya kersan ILP den ri la da kadon pat kanang penskem susu ya ka movement di kabadon kam menta kalong ba omdi tang mangi kisang bahalang ngin kenduk yo parti kalong ba wat para mangi kisang bahalang ru ni habeteli ban ya dawa hot la not nasri ba ong mangin ya don haju not nasri ban ong ba ngin ya don tang hajuk lama ngila ban don hagi lama ki ba fen re kasurpat ka di ngidi ban pha be tanggawi ba ngaso tenat ko ong kumba kalong menta wat kisang bahalang ru ni don tanggawi kasurpat kata kalong ba ka jala Meghalaya jongi kala don kam ka ILP ke transit route in ong bang ma isu kam don jumut ke kita la da fin kren wat kanagalan ka di ke transit route ke ba fin le chaman tu kanagalan ni hawyat nang ba kanagalan ban rung saman pur hot na samru kalat tang banana galan ru kapoi ti hanrei ngi ong batang namar ba don ni tai transit nom ILP su te mla hanrei la da pi ong ba banom pentut kita ki bru ki basuyat nanti niru ngi muet yu bru basuyat nanti kajing temu ka jongi kelong bangin nom dei ban ailat ye ki wei bakin long trais nong ha ka jongi namar anda kala trais nong kala sedang ban yo terbut sedang ban tukelar ya ka khai ka peteng ya ka kam ka jam ka sedang sabandawa ban yo kendo di ladaki biru kila syong hani ka conflict of interest kawan re itu ba suyat lenti subu umi na goti ule sinsar suyat lenti dengan sengo bonong ba kata ka jing suyat lenti jing biru na ka cela ka jongi klem na penuit yang ni ngasngo kamdon sing kata ya ka jap biru ba dia ka cela ka jongi ka pol ka lul ka ban dia dai ki jap biru terakhir Manipur Nagaland Mizoram Arunachal beli ka e jing pher ka jongi ban ki niru indi ki terakhir tembulu niru indi ki red part la define keren haga national context sungkari India hi berokoi di nilai keren yo people buram jongi bat pasal temak kalau nilai jonguru wong bangun session kia ya kan kam sa tho so prime minister of India sa tho so home minister but wong ru ba la kala don ka MDA okay NDA meeting ya ki bun ki issue jo state un sa risk NDA meeting di kentu UMP bat ni dawan UMP buram jongi ba udi ban simkia ya kan kam namar kumba pitip kan ni ka kam mata kadon apo jong ka sarkar India thì kumu MP wa mi khmat ya ka jala ka jong ni sya ka parliament pat kum ju ru badi no mi khmat jong ni ki pa sya ka sarkar India nyong ba udi bun keren yo prime minister udi bun keren yo home minister ha ka badi pat kan ni ki jing dawa ka jong ni ka SP hi kumbang ong na ka por sa ka por ba kam de shu ka jing thokit benia la ka bahai ka dina hai ga MP la sudi baik la pidan nem don ka pol kalun la da pini keren na ka banta jong ka andru ka la sai ba ka ni ka long ka ba don norim ha kan.
Following the meeting with the Chief Minister held to address the demand for the ILP and the MRSSA amendment, Chairman of the COMSO said that the Chief Minister has stated that the government is serious and is trying hard to follow up the matter with the Central Ministry. As these issues are quite sensitive, they cannot be granted in a matter of 1 or 2 days. However, the COMSO has urged the Chief Minister to take a more aggressive stand to unite the party delegation and to show that the state as a whole demands a quicker implementation of ILP in the state.
He told us that from the government side, they are following it up with the Home Ministry. It's not possible, it's not like he can make it happen in 1 or 2 days. It takes time. These kind of issues takes time because these are sensitive issues and it leads to the, from the Home Ministry to get the approval. So he said that the government is very serious on this matter, and we have already impressed upon him that the government should take it more aggressive stand, so that the Union Home Minister listen to the demand of the people. We have also made it clear to him that, from our side, the COMSO will continue with the agitation. The democratic process will continue for the agitation in order to make sure that the IMP system is implemented in the state of Meghalaya. As per his, he has told us regarding how the meetings went with the Home Minister. And he has also assured us that the New Delhi is positive. It's just that at the moment, the New Delhi is not in a position to give us a yes or no answer. So hope is not lost as yet, because the answer is not negative as of now. But we have pressed upon him that he should take a more aggressive stand, and we have also told him that it should not only be the government to meet the Home Minister, but it should be, if it's not the 60 MLAs from the state of Meghalaya, but the all-party delegation of the state should meet the Home Minister to show that the Meghalaya as a whole demands ILP. So he has assured us that he will take this point into consideration, and maybe he'll think about it and lead an all-party delegation of the state to meet the Union Home Minister.
Today, the 3rd of December 2020, Nissan launched a new car which was specially designed to attract eyes, hearts and mind. Truth be told, it's not just an SUV. It's a traction on wheels. With this punchline, the company is ready to launch the new Nissan Magnite. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Lyngdoh expressed his gratitude to God and to one and all for sparing their time to join the company in the release of the newly launched vehicle Nissan Magnite. He applauded the joint efforts of the whole Nissan team to make the day special for Nissan, assuring that Nissan is fully equipped with sanitizing facilities and specialized staff who will guide the customers in choosing the right car. He also said that with the launching of this new car, the company will bounce back in achieving heights.
We have been waiting for this day very anxiously, and we are excited for this day to come, to unveil this car and to make this car available to our customer. And I also take this opportunity to thank respected Sir DTO, Mr. R. Hing, who, in spite of his busy schedule, had spared his time to come and be with us and consented to be a chief guest for this great moment for us. So thank you so much for sparing your valuable time and be with us today for this great event. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank you, my team, under the leadership of our sales manager, Mr. Krishan Khomwir. They have done a fantastic job to make this day a successful day and to make this day as it is today. The all-new Nissan Magnite marks the beginning of a new chapter in the Nissan Next strategy. This clears all doubts about the intentions, the seriousness, and the long-term plans which Nissan had for Indian market. There are a lot of speculations, but we can see, we can witness by ourselves the kind of product that they have given us.
Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.
Listen to Salesian News podcast on www.anchor.fm/Boscom. Get weekly summaries of Salesian news from Don Bosco's family in Asia Oceania, comprising of priests, brothers, sisters, cooperators, and alumni. I am your host, RJ Brian of Radio Salesian 90.8 FM from Salesian College, Sonada, Shillong. Be sure to hear me on Salesian News podcast on www.anchor.fm/Boscom. Listen anytime from anywhere.